Vikram.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
And I hear you doing some great work with theatre, which is your brand. I love the name. It's very sort of artsy, so to say.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us कि आपका startup किस चीज़ के बारे में है और how is it different from some of the other alternatives that are doing similar work?
So we're a D2C fashion company with a focus on Western fashion. एंड हमारा स्टार्टिंग से इंटेंट ये रहा है कि हम एक इंडियन वेस्टर्न फैशन कंपनी बनाएं, समथिंग दैट स्टैंड्स आउट, समथिंग दैट इज़ मोर सूटेबल टू द इंडियन स्किन टोन, द इंडियन बॉडी शेप्स, द इंडियन क्लाइमेट, एंड समथिंग अ लॉट मोर अमेनेबल फॉर द एवरेज इंडियन मास प्रीमियम कंज्यूमर. जब हमने शुरू किया था, द इंटेंशन वाज अगेन to build something which is inspired from the 70s and 80s and 90s fashion era. So something that is timeless in terms of design. So चाहे आप उसको आज पहनो, चाहे आप उसको 10 साल बाद पहनो, it'll still look just as classy as it did maybe 20 years ago as well. So that's sort of the design ethos. And the conversation around starting this company started about 3 years ago with a co-founder, with my co-founders, Sarthak, Shruti and Karan. And here we are 3 years later. We started with one category in August 2021, and we're now doing 5 to 6 different categories, and we're also doing something for men. And the intention again is to be a full-fledged fashion company.
Right. So 3 years ago you started with one and then you expanded into others. And
Yes.
Today your star product would be?
So we do fairly well across categories. We do extremely well in stockings. Our shoes have received just amazing feedback, and the socks, the range of socks that we have for men and for women both, all of them do extremely well for us.
Right. And which sales channel works best for theatre?
So we're available on all marketplaces, all major marketplaces, Myntra, Amazon, Ajio. But most of our business comes to us from our own website.
Wow, that's a great thing to have. And are you spending a lot on marketing, or are you using more partnerships and PR to do that?
So we do a mix of both. A heavy amount of money goes into marketing, but we do it in a profitable manner. So we're not burning money, we are profitable.
So you're profitable.
Yes.
You're a product company which is already profitable in 3 years' time.
That's true.
And are you funded, or are you looking
Yes,
for funding?
we've received the first round of angel funding, which closed a few months ago. And we've since then obviously deployed that money to grow as fast as we could. And things are moving fairly aggressively for us, I would say. And very soon we'll be looking at another round of funding as well.
Right. How big is your team right now?
I think we're about 35 odd people.
Okay. And major people would be falling in which department? Like, is it tech or is it sales?
So I would say, so obviously some of that is fulfillment center, but from the rest of the team, the biggest team I would say is it's a split between the business team and the creative team. So we are a design-led company. So being creatively extremely good is very important for us. From the time we design our mood boards, our products, our sampling, our packaging, our website, everything, the unboxing experience, we're always very heavily oriented towards design. So design is an area which is always important for us from a manpower standpoint as well. But then of course everything has to then be followed up with strong business and operational expertise around things. So that's probably those two are the biggest teams.
Right.
Yeah.
And since you're a design-led team, all your designs are in-house. How do you intend to scale this? Like one day if you were to become a Louis Vuitton or something, how do you think design is going to scale?
So I think Louis Vuitton. So within fashion, there's a food chain, and Louis Vuitton probably sits at a much higher level of the food chain than we do, or that we intend to be as well.
Okay.
So our intention is to operate more in the space of a Marks and Spencer, a Zara, Uniqlo, and these brands. And that's where we want to sort of operate, so that we can sell to the mass premium consumer in India, which we believe is the biggest growing segment of the consumer class. And in terms of how do we make sure that we stay on top of design, that's what we feel as our biggest differentiator. We feel that we are very very strong on design, and that's something that we will ensure stays our competitive edge in the time to come.
And what's the price range? Like, just to get an idea, do we currently are in the price range of a Marks and Spencer and Zara already?
I would say so, yes. In fact, on many products, I believe that we're doing better pricing and better quality both than some of these competitors. And for example, our shoes, most of our shoes start from about $29.90, and the heels and the bigger sort of boots that we have start from $39.90.
Right. And since most of your sales is online, but this is a consumer company, so do you eventually have plans for offline?
Oh, absolutely. Offline is extremely important for us, and in the space that we operate in, about 2/3 of the business that other major players do in this space is from offline. So going forward, offline has to be a big part of our strategy. And that's how we're thinking as well.
Right. Interesting. Anyone else who's doing something very similar to the theme that you've picked up?
In the industry, yes, there are other people who are doing great work in fashion. The theme that we picked up, we haven't come across anybody who's doing something like this. In fact, one of the reasons we are doing this is because we feel that there's hardly anybody doing this well. Right? There's a lot of people trying to do this, and the face of it, it seems like it's competitive. But we feel there's actually very few people who are doing extremely high quality products, extremely good pricing, and just great design as well.
Yeah.
So that trifecta. Yeah.
In your brochure, I saw that picture from Archie's.
Yes.
Which had Shah Rukh Khan's daughter. What's her
Suhana
name?
Khan.
Suhana Khan.
Yes.
And all. So what's the relation? Do we see the movie to actually see what all theatre is offering?
that's not necessary, but that'll be great if you do. So the cast of Archie's was featured in theatre products on the cover of Vogue India in September.
Okay.
So that's where that picture comes from. And they're also working on an exclusive partnership with Archie's as a promotional partner for their upcoming movie. So that's something that's in the works. I'm sure you'll hear about it more as soon as the movie comes closer.
That could be a great brand differentiator.
Yeah.
We're seeing a lot of these series like Bridgerton's and this Archie's also is based, I mean, I haven't seen it, but it's based on that era.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great form of partnership if that's something you guys are open to, right?
Yes.
But I do see some Indian related, jewelry pieces, but also some Western shoes, and also you're trying to put a mix together, is that right?
So actually we're going mostly for the Western design aesthetic. Even this piece, even though it's slightly heavier, so I understand it looks
might look
slightly,
Indian, but it's not.
Most of our collection is actually more sort of Western fashion oriented.
Right. Where are you based out of?
We're based out of Chandigarh.
The entire team, 35 people, are in
Yes.
Chandigarh.
Yes.
Great. Excellent. I think that's a great journey, Vikram, what you guys have put together. Anything
so
else
much.
that you would want to tell your consumers so that they can probably make that, people who are still on the line can actually make that switch and move to brands like this?
Well, I can say we're extremely customer friendly. So if it's something that you don't like, we're happy to refund your money. So give it a try. Why not?
Wow, amazing. Great job, Vikram. Very nice talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thank you.